And I said, yeah. And that turned into having that gig. Now, playing with Maceo a couple of years, fast forward, Prince is in the studio doing something, and he's adamant that he wants his sax player to play it like James Brown. And play it like Maceo, play it like Maceo. And a ball went off in his head, ding. Why don't I just go get Maceo? So he comes to see the show, and he's like, Maceo, I want you to join my band. Unbeknownst to me, he's looking at the chemistry between me and Maceo, and like Maceo make a move, I'm right with him. I've gotten really good at that. And he said, bring the trombone player with you. That's how that happened. There was no audition. It was no, I'm going to go here and see if I can get the gig with Prince. It was just a matter of he came to see Maceo and I was there, and that's how I got in.
What were some of the cuts you played on with him?
With Prince?
In the studio.
Let me see.
Musicology.
Wow. Yeah, it was almost like I did 1 or 2 cuts per CD. I did 5 of them, and Get on the Boat was one of them. I can't even remember them all, but I played on quite a few of them. And I know quite a few albums with Prince.
So you two played Sex and MF on one of your sets.
Yeah.
Was Sex and MF one of your cuts? Do you remember?
No. That was about 20 years before I even got in the band. That's old Prince. I just liked the song and I wanted to do it on my set. It was the thing I was mentioning earlier about pocket jazz, and that was one of the songs we had on the set list.
What was that experience like with Prince? Because everybody's got thoughts about it.
It's the musical equivalent of being in the fire department. In the respect of, you could just be sitting back, relaxing, minding your business, an alarm would go off. Be in the lobby, in and out. We're going to do an after party, or we're going to go rehearse. You just never knew when you had to go somewhere and play. So, in that respect, it taught me preparedness. Like, I guess musically, you could say I slept with my boots on because I never knew. But Prince is a different kind of guy. He does a lot of things well, but him explaining what he wants you to do might not be the words that you're used to hearing. So I had to break code a lot in order for me to be able to get across what he wanted to get across. Now, one of the things I did was I wrote all of the charts for the horn section while I was there, because there were a lot of people that were leaders of their own band. So if Najee came, he might have something, he might have to leave. Candy Dulfer came, she would have to leave. If Maceo showed up, he might have to go on tour. And Mike Phillips, and it was just a long line of people that came through there but weren't always there. So I had to have documentation ready to cut down on rehearsal time. So that was one of my duties playing in with Prince, was I wrote the book for the horn section.